What's up, YouTube? Bandit back with you again for another install video on the 2021 Street Glide. So I have a cool little part here. Got this off of Amazon. And this little guy is supposed to be a bypass for the WHIMs, so that way you can get Apple CarPlay on your Boom GTS infotainment system. So we're going to go ahead and install this today and see how well it works. So the first step in all this is you're going to have to pull the fairing. So if you need to know how to pull the fairing, please check out my last video. In that one I go through how to get your front fairing off. But for this video, we're just going to try one of these and see if we can't get that fairing to come off. And look at that. Fairing's off. It's like magic. Love it. Anyways, so as you see, same as last time, little pad down to put my fairing on and windshield on. But this plug right here on top of your stereo infotainment system, I think this is the stand that they would normally mount an amp if you get an amp. So right on top of that is this plug right here. And this is where the WHIMs would go if you were to buy that from Harley. So all you got to do is just pull out the little rubber grommet that's in there, tuck it off to the side, and you'll see inside of there all the little prongs for the plug-in. So now we just take our little adapter piece that we've got here, and then all we're gonna do is take it and we're just gonna clip it on. And you see it's got the different grooves, so it can only go on one way, which makes it super easy. And just press until it clicks. There it is. And now that's installed. So that should give me Apple CarPlay if everything works the way that it's advertised to. So we're gonna go ahead and plug in my phone and see if we've got Apple CarPlay or not. Alright, so in that little cubby you have the little USB adapter. So just take your cell phone cord, you plug it into there. Go ahead, turn the bike on to accessory. Get the screen to boot up. There it is, up to the normal home screen. We'll actually go to that. There we go. And we're just gonna plug in the cell phone. It says unlock to use accessories. It says allow CarPlay. If I can get that to come in. Allow CarPlay with Boom Box GTS while phone is locked. Your contacts and other information will appear on the car's display without unlocking the iPhone. So hit allow. Give that a minute. Now it says enable Siri. So going into my settings. And there we go. So I just hit listen for Hey Siri. I turned that on, and then it said enable Siri. I said yes. And now we have Apple CarPlay. So I can, if I hit the home button, nope. So there's CarPlay. So then I can come over here, hit that, and there are all my apps. So the benefit of this is now I can use Waze instead of the standard Harley navigation, which Waze works a lot better. The Harley maps, even though this is was a brand new bike last year, even my neighborhood, one of the roads that has been there for years is not on Harley maps, and it has been updated. So not sure why that is the way that it is, but there we go. I've got my music, got everything I need right there. Makes it super easy. But I wanted to take this one step further. So even with the WHIM system, if you get that from Harley, you end up having to still plug your phone in every time to get Apple CarPlay. So I didn't want to have to plug in my phone. I wanted to be able to get Apple CarPlay wirelessly. So I bought another device, which we are also going to set up. This other device is called CPlay 2 Air. So that little plug-in off of Amazon was about $12. I want to say this was around $120, maybe a little bit more after shipping. But all in all, I'm still, say I'm less than 150 bucks, around 150 bucks for this whole thing, for both the adapter and for this module. And the WHIM system is over 300 from Harley. So I've still saved half my money by going this route, if this works properly. So we're gonna go ahead, open this guy up, and we'll see if it works. And there it is. So now all we're gonna do is take this out of the little tray, just like that. I'm going to unplug my phone, which I should, yep, CarPlay goes away. Unplug this part, set it off to the side because I don't need it right now. Then all I'm gonna do is take this guy and I'm gonna plug it in to the same USB port that the phone was plugged into. All right, so now this is gonna hang like that for a second. And then now it says search. So I'm gonna hit search. Waiting for connecting. Make sure my Bluetooth is turned on my phone. Click that, the HD 5 FF8. Now it says connecting CarPlay. Phone popped up with use CarPlay, hit that. And there we go. Now I have Apple CarPlay wirelessly. And the good thing about this is this whole thing should fit inside of this cubby. And so that way I'm not having to, get that back down in there. I'm not having to notch that door or ride with it open so I can have my phone plugged in. And I have Apple CarPlay. Simple as that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll link both of these items down in the description down below. Both the adapter from Amazon as well as this wireless adapter for CarPlay. If you guys got any questions about any of it, feel free to ask me. There are instructions with the actual wireless that came with it, but everything popped up on the screen and walked me through it without even having to look at the instructions. So worked out pretty well. As I was saying though, if you have any questions about either device, I'm gonna have them both linked down in the description down below. Feel free to ask in the comment section. So one more thing before I go, I just wanted to do from the bike completely shut off to turning it on and see what it looks like booting up, if it automatically connects or if I have to go through all the stuff again via the Bluetooth. So here it comes cutting on. Make sure that volume's down. Accept that. See if this is gonna connect automatically. There we go. So there it says that. CarPlay iPhone, so it's going through its whole setup. I unlocked the phone, but I haven't actually touched anything, and there you go. It is back up to Apple CarPlay. So it does go through the automatic connection. It does take a little bit longer, but overall, typically, I turn on my bike, I start it, I let it warm up, I grab my helmet and everything else, and then get ready to go, set the GoPro up while the bike's warming up. So by that point, it should all be connected. But like I said, if you got any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section down below. I'll answer any of them to the best of my ability. One other thing I wanted to add before I get off here. So I did start a Instagram as well, and that Instagram is going to be Bandit Media 1. That will be also linked down in the description down below. And on that Instagram, I'm going to post pictures of the bike, pictures of trips. If I end up making it to Panama City Beach this weekend, so as I'm filming this right now, it is Thursday. You guys won't see this video until Saturday, but they are calling for pretty bad thunderstorms all weekend. So may not end up going because of that. So we'll see if I end up going, if the rain holds out or not. But that's kind of what's going to be on that Instagram. It's going to be pictures from like bike week, pictures of trips we take, stuff like that. And then I'm also going to drop little teasers of upcoming installs. So I actually had dropped a picture of this little device in front of the bike on my Instagram and said, who can guess what this is? Or who knows what this is? So I'll post little teasers like that of upcoming installs as well for the channel. So go ahead and check that out as well if you're interested, or if you have an Instagram. This is actually the first time I've ever had an Instagram. I don't have a personal one, so figured might as well start one for the channel. But other than that, if you like these videos, you want to see more like it, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. It'll really help me out. And one last thing before I go, because I figured I'm probably going to get some questions about it, is do the handlebar controls still work? So I'm clicking my handlebar control on the right, and I'm scrolling through, if you see that, through the different options. That takes me to the next page. So I can go to music, hit that, there's my music. I can go back. You just have to keep clicking to get there. Go back. Now I can go to playlists. Has to go through each one. And then I can select which playlist I want, so on and so forth. So handlebar controls do still work with CarPlay, with the wireless CarPlay, I should say. I know they still work if you directly plug your phone in with this little adapter piece from Amazon, but they do work with the wireless adapter as well. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off of this video. As always, stay safe out there, keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you on the road. Bandit out.